ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी शुभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। भगवत की जय।
Hare Krishna, very nice Mataji. Very good to you. Okay, let us see. Okay, devotees, we are on chapter 14, which is titled The Three Modes of Material Nature. So, Acharyas explained that this chapter is perhaps the most practical. We can really analyze this within our day-to-day activities. What is our condition of our mind, body, soul? Where do we stand? And we can correct it and we can implement also the correction. Very practical chapter. So Krishna has been talking about the three modes, the mode of sattva, the mode of goodness, the mode of raja, which is the mode of passion, and the mode of tamas, which is ignorance. So we all go through this almost on every day, daily basis, from morning to night. If you analyze, some part of our day was very good, very spiritual, very positive, and sometimes we go down suddenly in the same day, and sometimes in the same hour, it can happen. So this comes and constantly attack us. Srila Prabhupada used to say that these three modes are mandatory. So far, we are in the material world. Even the highest of the highest yogi, dhyani, whoever it will come and attack because that is the condition. For example, within a prison, you cannot have fresh air all the time. Maybe they'll take you out for 10 minutes. That's it, half an hour maximum. Apart from that, you have to stay just inside. No sunshine, no moonlight, nothing. That is the condition of the prison. We cannot say why I'm not able to do it. We can get frustrated. But that is the condition in this material world. It is going to come. But Srila Prabhupada said that how to deal with that condition is what is more important. Many great scholars, for various reasons, when they were put into jail, prison, they were imprisoned, they wrote many books. Very, highly. Mahatma Gandhi also wrote some books, when he was inside the jail. So the question is that we have to understand that these three modes are mandatory. We cannot reject. We cannot say that it doesn't exist. Why it is happening? That is how it is bound to happen in this material world. Krishna says in chapter 2, there is a very significant verse. Matra sprastastu kaunteya, shita ushna sukha dukkadaha, agama apainos nityas, tam titiksha bharata. He says, Kaunteya, he refers Arjuna, a son of Kunti. Why is saying Kaunteya in this specific verse? To tolerate, to understand that the cold and heat is part of this material nature. Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha. And the sadness, happiness, success, failure, it will keep on coming. We cannot say why I am getting failure. We cannot ask it, because that is what is the material uh, world about. The material nature is like the duality, always duality. So Krishna has talked about in 1411. He's not repeating exactly. He's giving various illustrations so that we don't miss the point. What is the significance of goodness? What are the problems with the mode of passion and mode of ignorance? So in 1411, he was talking about the goodness. He said that very briefly, which some of us did not attend yesterday. So Krishna is saying the manifestation of the mode of goodness can be experienced when all the gates of the body are illuminated by knowledge. So he's saying that we should have that knowledge. What is the ultimate knowledge? That Krishna is the supreme, and we are part and parcel of Krishna, and our ultimate goal is to serve Krishna and his devotee. We are not even going to ask, I'm going to serve at a particular spot. I will serve only in Goloka Vrindavan. That may be a good request. You can place the request at the lotus feet of Krishna. But a real devotee, Srila Rupa Goswami says that just ask that you shall always remember Krishna and always want to serve him and the devotees. If you have that purified mind, then everything will be good. Here, purification is very, very important. How can we get into that perfect stage of Krishna Prema? I'm not there, definitely. We are all aspiring. It's a journey, it's a path. The more and more we get out of the mode of goodness, mode of passion and ignorance, it will be more of goodness. And Krishna consciousness is to transcend even mode of goodness. Mode of goodness is good, nothing wrong with it. It's one of the highest kind of spiritual achievement also. But that's not the end. Being good is okay, but being a devotee of Krishna is what is the ultimate purpose of the life. So Krishna is, in this particular verse, is going to talk about 4 things under the mode of passion that can be very troubling for our spiritual progress. So devotees, why not we read this 14:12? Sairam Prabhuji, you want to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The script is a little difficult for me to read.
No problem, Prabhu. Preeti Mataji, Asha Mataji, you want to try?
Yes. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam अभी सभी के चरणों में. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. लोभं प्रवृत्तिरारम्भः कर्माणां शमः स्पृहा रजस्ते तानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे भरतशर्भ. Hare Krishna.
Very good, Mataji. Hari Bol. Preeti Mataji, you want to try?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Lobah pravritirarambah कर्माणम् आसमः स्पृह रजस एतनि जयन्ते विवृति पारतर्षभः सब. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Okay, one more.
I can try, Prabhuji. Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead,
please.
Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
No, go ahead, Prabhu. Baldeswar Prabhu.
लोभो प्रवृत्तिरारम्भ कर्मणाम समस्पृहा रजस्यं तानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे भरत सर्व. Hare Krishna.
Very, very good, Prabhuji. So we did 3 devotees. Let one devotee read the synonym translation, not a very long purport. Another devotee can read the purport. Raghu Prabhu, you want to try?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna devotees, synonyms. Lobha, greed. Pravriti, activity. Arambha, endeavor. Karmanam, karmanam, inactivities. Asma, uncontrollable. Srufa, Srapa, desire. Rajasi, of the mode of passion. Etani, all these. Jayante, develop. Vivriddhe, when there is an excess. Bharata Shabha, O chief of the descendants of Bharata. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. O chief of the Bharata, when there is an increase in the mode of passion, the symptoms of great attachment, fruitive activity, intense endeavor, and uncontrollable desire and hankering develop. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very good, Prabhu. Very good. So Krishna is talking about 4 things. Great attachment. We can again, devotees, analyze this in our day-to-day. It's a good barometer, good yardstick about self-assessment. Fruitive activity. How much of our life we are spending for fruitive activity? Intense endeavor. How much this entire world, 24/7, they are working, they're running from here to there. And if you look at it, it's mostly just for sense gratification. Of course, food is important, work is important. Everybody should have decent home. Everybody should have decent food. Everybody should be healthy. These are all good. But what we are seeing in the modern lifestyle, unlimited intense endeavor, more accumulation. That is one of the major problem. An uncontrollable desire and hankering for anything. So let us read the purport, devotee. Who can read the purport, devotee?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Yes,
May I
Prabhu.
try, Prabhuji?
Definitely, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. All glory Sri Vaicharana Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Purport. One in the mode of passion is never satisfied with the position he has already acquired. He hankers to increase his position. If he wants to construct a residential house, he tries to have palatial house, as if he would be able to reside in the house eternally, and he developed a great hankering for sense gratification. There is no end to sense gratification. He always wants to remain with his family and his house and in his house, and to continue the process of sense gratification. There is no creation of this. All these symptoms should be understood as characteristic of the mode of passion. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhu. Only thing, there is no cessation of this, meaning there is no end to this entire, it's a very vicious cycle, this entire Rajaguna, Tamaguna. Arjuna has already asked this in chapter 3. Krishna, what is that one thing that almost pushes us to get into Rajas and Tamas? Do something, not anarthas. We don't want to do it, but something come and strikes us. And Krishna says, Kama Esa, Krodha Esa, Rajaguno Sabadbhava. It all comes from this mode of passion and ignorance. Because it is there. Everybody has got this good, bad, and ugly thing. It's there. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, it's there. But because of our attachment with something, we may not be thinking about eating, let us say, gulab jamun. Eating gulab jamun is not a bad thing, but it could become a passion, and sometimes it can also become a tamas if we do it too much. We were only doing good, but suddenly our mind thought about gulab jamun. When our senses come in contact with the sense objects, it is like a fire. You are pouring more fuel to the fire. So that is what, how to transcend these things. That is what is all Krishna's instruction, devotees. Why not we, Prabhu, you want to add something more to this, Prabhu, whatever you read? Okay, Prabhuji is not here. Devotees, any thoughts on your personal experience? We all have gone through, devotees. I can tell you from my personal experience, I used to work like a minimum on an average 12 to 13 hours every day for almost, I would say, a good 35, 40 years. Only the last 3-4 years after coming to ISKCON Tampa, after interacting with more and more devotees, I had very good association in Kansas City also, but I was still on a mode of activity, too much intense endeavor, too much of work, also doing Krishna Seva, but too much, of material activity. If you do too much of material activities, obviously your time is gone, your energy is gone. We would not have too much time for spiritual activities or devotional service. That does not mean we should not do material activity. How much shall we do? We have to treat the material world as fire. Do we need fire? We definitely need fire. We have to warm up our food. We have to cook our food. We need that. We want to feel, warm during winter. We need that. But we cannot jump into fire. It will completely burn us. That is what is the material world. We have to use material world. We have to use it as a salt. Just only as much is required. We need it. We cannot be without material world because that is where we are. You have to swim in the ocean. You cannot say, I don't want to get wet. You are already there inside the water. But how do you come out of it? That's what is the entire Krishna consciousness, devotees. More thoughts, devotees?
Hare Krishna,
It's
Prabhuji. I'm so late. Sorry, Prabhuji.
No. You're... Go ahead, Mataji.
Happy to join your class, Prabhuji.
Sure. You want to share something? We are talking about these 4 things, Mataji. Krishna is talking about the mode of passion in this particular verse. He's saying, in the increase of mode of passion, great attachment develops, always working for fruitive activity, intense endeavor. We are seeing that the world, there are many people are working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I have to make a living. Uncontrollable desire and hankering develop. You want to share anything, Mataji? How our life gets affected by this passion?
No, Prabhuji, you explain better. You explain, Prabhuji. I don't want to make any mistakes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhamma Pranam.
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
please.
So, more or less, are all affected, especially when in the switch metal mode, as you said, before coming to Krishna consciousness. But only way to change the switch or gear, if you really come to the Krishna consciousness, it may take some time, but association will bring us slowly to mode of goodness. So yes, somebody can take very fast, but somebody can take a little slow, but it will going to happen. Otherwise, no way we cannot overcome these gunas. Rather, we have more chance to get more in trouble with these gunas and more materialistic. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, that is my realization.
Yes, Prabhu. That's perfect.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I have this kind of a mode of passion, but not in terms of the material nature, but in terms of people. If I like someone, then I would be like so greed, that their happiness, whatever happiness that they get, I feel like I should give that to them. But at one point of time, I understood that when that person leaves, or that person moving away from my life, then somewhere there is a lack, or there is some kind of resistance, or crying for things, all this thing. But after I came into the like reading Gita and everything since the January 1 I mean January 3rd something like I'm into the Gita classes, so which allowed me to think like even the attachment towards the people which I have is also like my bodily activities, and also when they are not in my life, that kind of thinking in the way like they are not in my life anymore, or like their existence doesn't bother me or something, that sudden shift of giving too much like wanting them to see happy because of me, and again there would be like if they are not in my life anymore, and again I would be like that love would be like cut, like no, not anymore, like I'll be like putting a shutdown. But like later, like when I'm into the Krishna thing and everything, which made me to realize love is not about that, like the actual love that I'm getting through my Krishna is like different. So like I'm also a kind of a rajas in the way of thinking, like if I like someone, I only wanted to give their happiness, I only wanted to do things for them. So that kind of like constant need in my life to make someone happy, so I had that kind of thing. But now like I'm not into it, like I'm like just like giving things but not like too much like holding them, but like yeah, it made me to uh, differentiate like where I have to really spend and what really needed, and what I was able to segregate where I'm going wrong also. So yeah, Prabhuji, thank you.
Haribol Mataji. Haribol for sharing that. Actually, there are two very important things from what you said. Two phrases, if you can pick. One is happiness. Second is love. How would you love to see, make, or somebody, that they should be happy, they should feel happy? The problem is that we really don't know what is happiness and we don't know what is love. Both we don't know.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So the love that we are experiencing in this material world is conditioned, is contaminated. But that is our original nature. What you are trying to explain is Satchit Ananda, always trying to be bliss. How can you be always bliss? You make the surrounding also bliss. You are blissful, and then you make others also blissful. But in this material world, we don't know how to kind of display that kind of an emotion. So what happens is that we try to make superficial happiness. We are now, this modern society is based on certain standard of parameters, certain standard of living, meaning I have to have, if my friend has got good house, good job, good income, I think it will make him happy. And I'll do my best to make him happy. The parents are also feeling the same for their kids. My kids, somehow, my grandkids maybe, I want them to go to Ivy school. I want them to perform the best and so on. But what Krishna is saying is that we should pay more focus to standard of loving. How do we love people? We are now, there is a saying that in the olden days, you used to love people and use tools, any tools, But nowadays, you love tools and you use people. Really, if you think about it, all you need in this life right now is your iPhone, your credit cards, your car. That's it. Beyond that, most people don't care much about what's happening. Friends, okay, every now and then, if they come, I will talk. It's a very isolated society we have created, especially in the last 50, 60 years. If you see, WHO is saying the biggest pandemic that is going to come is not COVID or anything like that, but it is going to be depression, anxiety, stress, and so on. So it's going to attack the younger generation like anything. You can go to Ivy school, very prestigious, everything is good. But if you're not happy, so that's what we have to understand. What is, first of all, ultimate happiness? That is what is Bhagavad Gita. Ultimate happiness is understanding Krishna, like watering the roots of the tree. If the tree has to be very, very strong, we have to water the roots. But because the tree has got so many things, it has got branches, it has got trunks, it has got leaves, it may give fruit. Everything is good, but you cannot water the leaves. What will happen if you water the leaves? It may shine for a day or two, but after a week, you will see that the tree is slowly losing all its strength. That is what is happening in our life. We try to put our love and happiness in objects or people. That, okay, I think some of my family members are good to me, or some of my friends are good to me. I'm going to build a very good relationship with them. I'm going to try to make best use of that. I'm going to serve them. So again, serving is a part of our soul, because our soul is anchoring to serve Krishna all the time. Again, we don't know how to serve that. So we start serving all possibility, that is where all this mode of passion and ignorance come. Can you go and serve everybody? No, because our mind comes and tells, hey, I don't like certain people. I will only serve the people I like, who are very compatible. They are not compatible, not my cup of tea. There is nothing called my cup of tea. If you understand, everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. What is there called my cup? There is nothing called I. The best way, a person went to Lord Buddha. He said that I want happiness. Buddha smiled and said, remove the I, that is ego. Remove the want, it is attachment. What is left is happiness. So in the sentence, I want happiness, if you remove I and want, everything will be happiness. Are we able to do that? That is what Krishna is talking about here also. How this passion, lobha, this intense endeavor and uncontrollable desire and anchoring, devotees, this is uncontrollable desire and anchoring is only not for business people. Anybody, even a parent develops a very deep, uncontrollable desire, my kids should do the best. There's nothing wrong. Every parent should have that kind of an attitude, but not too much. They should train their kids to be more spiritual. What is the ultimate goal in life? Ultimately, what are we going to do? We stay here for some time, we become aged, we become old, and we leave. That's it. It's almost like a blink of an eye. It's not permanent at all, this material world. That is need to be we have to understand. And then we have to see within this limited time, how I can perform my material activities that will enhance my spiritual goal. So that is what is yat karoshi yat yasnasi. That means whatever we do, whatever we think, let us try to connect that with Krishna. Then I think everything will become very positive, happy, loving. Everything will work out. Otherwise, if you go on individually, if you try to do, we may get disappointed. You may be, Preeti Mataji, your goal is good. You want your friends to be happy. You try certain activities. You make them, whatever I can do as a friend, I want them to be happy. But that's in a very limited way. But if you act in a Krishna consciousness way, you'll make everybody happy. They'll be also happy with you because your entire attitude changes. You become very positive. You become very loving, and internally you become very happy. Unfortunately, in this world, everybody, most of them are unhappy right now. They have several issues, mental health, so many things. So when you are not happy, how are you going to give others happiness? Krishna consciousness is the most happiest journey one can have. All our Guru Maharaj are living example. They're always happy. Guru Maharaj, many of them, they spend most of their day-to-day within 500 square feet, 400 square feet, that's it. They're maybe inside a very small building in a room. But they are thinking always about Krishna, the unlimited. Sitting within a 500 square feet space, they are having the bliss of unlimited infinite. Why? Because they are concentrating on Krishna. Whereas we are trying to have a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square feet home, 4 garage, big backyard, front yard. Nothing wrong in that. Success is not a crime. But on what cost? Are we going to stop some point? Uncontrollable desire and anchoring development. King Janaka was a great king. King Bharata was a great king. They all completely concentration was on Krishna. Devotees, let us take few more thoughts. This is a great chapter, great verses. We all can create a chart right now. Take the top 3, the mode of goodness you do every day. I'm chanting, plus. Okay, I'm offering Bhoga to Krishna, 2. Take 3 under each category. Then I'm attending Bhagavad Gita class, or I try to attend weekly satsang. 3 are good. Now, under these 3, how can I improve? Because goodness itself is not the ultimate. Krishna consciousness also is a journey. It's not a destination. I'm initiated, that's it, I'm done. I'm not going to do any more Krishna consciousness. No. It's ever eternal. Second, Rajas. Maybe I'm too much involved in my work, or I'm too passionate about my family members, or I want everybody to recognize me. Something like that. Make a list. See how you can remove those, decrease those, increase the mode of goodness. Tamas, make 3 points. Maybe I'm sleeping little more. Maybe my diet is not that good. It's not that sattvic. Then maybe I can spend more time in Krishna consciousness, but I spend more time on iPhone. Like this, 3 just take to begin with. Make a chart. And every day you see how you can improve the mode of goodness and completely remove. My goal is to remove in the next 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. I want to completely decrease the mode of passion and mode of ignorance. Shall we try, devotees?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. These are all individual. Each person one person might even wake up at 4:30, but they may not be anything related to spiritual. They may be awakened and thinking about all the worldly things and, creating more anxiety and stress. That is not good. But you woke up at 4:30, right? You are awake at Brahma Muhurta. But the point is that, are you really doing something related to the, mode of goodness, Krishna consciousness, or you do it? So how we can slowly transform everything, the mode of goodness, and even transcend beyond that. Devotee Srila Prabhupada we all came to this country, at least I came to this country only for economic reasons. I did not come here to learn Bhagavad Gita. Only ISKCON Tampa has given me, Kansas City Temple gave me an opportunity to learn all this thing. But my main goal was only economic prosperity. I wanted my family to be good, my son to be good. I want him to be this, that, all this, part of. Nothing wrong again, devotee. But how much? Where do you draw the line? But whereas Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 70, he also traveled to America, but with a completely different purpose. I want to give Krishna consciousness to everybody. I want everybody to be happy. Priti Mataji, Srila Prabhupada wanted everybody to be happy.
Okay, Prabhuji.
And the only way, I will show a slide after we have discussed this little bit. Srila Prabhupada's letter, after he landed in Boston, New York, he was writing. This was his second poem in boat when he was traveling. His journey took about almost like 38, 40 days, cargo ship. There he wrote many poems. This is called the poem number 2. We'll read that very soon, devotees. But let's take some more reflection. Devotees, please reflect. How we can get inspired. Tell us some, episode from your life so that we all can learn.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Then wonderful, Prabhuji. When you are telling, I am thinking that exactly how do Prabhuji know what I am doing? So it's the same way, Prabhuji. I mean, like, the phone, like that.
Even though sometimes and most of the times I wake in Brahma Muhurta, but my quality is not good. Yeah, as you said, morning we wake up and try to look at what happening on my phone, what messages I got, and that itself will take 10-15 minutes.
That
But
itself is anxiety, Prabhuji. Looking
yeah,
at the phone,
yeah,
that's one of the biggest thing, Prabhuji. Nowadays, in olden days, Prabhuji, you see our grandparents, they never used to use the cell phone, no stress, you know. Now, like a modern technology, everybody using, once you get up, you like to see the cell phone. That's what whatever you said yesterday, Prabhuji, like from 2 days, I'm avoiding my cell phone to most of the thing to avoid the anxiety, stress, and everything. Until any emergency calls from the patient, only I'm answering. Otherwise, no, Prabhuji, I'm not looking into the cell phone. That's itself making me a little bit stressed down, anxiety levels down. Prabhuji, Sridham Prabhuji, you were mentioning 2 days back also the same. Then I
Yes.
thought like not to look the cell phone once you get up, that's more stress, Prabhuji, as Subal Prabhuji is saying right now. I do agree 100%, Prabhuji. You see a lot of difference when you are more chanting, dedicated to Krishna, avoiding nonsense in the cell phone and everything. That itself makes us stress go down, anxiety levels go down. So you don't need to take like all that Xanax and all that medications. Here in US, most of the people they prefer taking Xanax, Prabhuji. So or maximum the mild dose is Buspiron they want to take, but it's all nonsense drugs. So rather than that, whatever you said, not looking the cell phone, I thought is the best option. But thank you so much, Prabhuji, for letting us know the most valuable things in our daily life. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, again. Thank you so much, Rubal Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for sharing that. Devotees, let us make a very sincere effort. These are all efforts, that we will, Krishna in the material world, the more multitasking you are, the great you become. Wow, this guy is so multitasking. One hand is typing, one hand is talking to somebody. Wow, he's a genius, right? But in Krishna consciousness, don't do that many multitasking. Krishna is 100% Krishna. Sarvesu Kaleshu. All the time, just think about Krishna. Don't bring other things into that. So keep your iPhone away. When you are chanting, keep your completely away. Don't be keep it in a different room or far away from you. Or when you are offering boga, keep it that 15 minutes, 20 minutes offering boga and saying certain prayers. Don't think about your iPhone at all. iPhone is an addiction, right? It's like a alcohol.
It's a syndrome, Prabhuji. It's basically called in the medical term as it's a big syndrome. Without a cell phone, Prabhuji, to be honest, most of the times is to avoid the cell phone unless any emergency call coming. That's all. Otherwise, using cell phones, Prabhuji, I used to do that. To be honest, I'm the first example I used to. But once you started telling me 2 days back, I tried to stay away from the cell phone. It's doing much better, Prabhuji. Much better. But thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Yeah. See, I mean, nowadays, cell phone is also, we should use that as a essential commodity, right?
Yeah.
You cannot just, because it is available, you cannot keep on using that. So at least when you are doing certain seva for Krishna, keep the cell phone away from you. Many times I have seen even some of the devotees, they chant and they either talk with some other devotee or they keep the phone on looking at the phone. We really should not do that. That means when you are chanting, you are talking, communicating with Krishna directly. And then you are talking with another person also. How fair is that? Krishna is waiting for you to talk to him. But we are ignoring him and we are concentrating on some messages.
Yes. Yes,
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, we all should give our cell phones to Krishna while we are chanting.
Yeah.
That's one of the best thing. Yes, Prabhuji, keep it in front of the God and then
No, just give it to him, or otherwise, switch back to the old phone.
No, otherwise the best option is Prabhuji instead of cell phone off the cell phone. That's the best option I learned.
Right.
So, devotees, yeah, these are all good reflection. Again, this chapter is very practical. Make a chart. See, like I said, make three points. Three very, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. How I can reduce the mode of passion and ignorance? How can I increase my mode of goodness? And then when you keep doing that, it will only end up in a very good, positive Krishna consciousness devotional service. Okay, let us try that. Let us real quickly, devotees, let us read this letter. Okay, it's a poem by Srila Prabhupada. Very, very powerful, in-depth, very, very, profound. So much conviction, so much love for, Krishna from Srila Prabhupada. This is called the second poem he wrote on the ship Jaladuta. And why don't we read? There is like 2.5 pages, devotees. One of us can read all the 8 real quick, not too fast, but in a reasonable fast pace. Who can read? Bhashwati Mataji, you want to read?
Prabhuji, I want to read if you.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Just 1 second, Prabhuji. I'm just increasing my font. Okay. Poem translation. My dear Lord Krishna, you're so kind. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Prabhuji. Come on. My dear Lord Krishna, you're so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me. But I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to such a terrible place? Most of the population here is converted by the material modes of ignorance.
Covered by Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Okay.
Most of the population here is covered by.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Most of the population here is covered by the material modes of ignorance and passion. Absorbed in material life, they think themselves were happy. They think themselves very happy and satisfied, and therefore they have no taste for the transcendental message of Vasudeva. I do not know how they will be able to understand it. But I know your causeless mercy can make everything possible because you are the most expert mystic. How will they understand the mellows of devotional service? Oh Lord, I am simply praying for you. I'm simply praying for your mercy so that we be able to convince them about your message. All living entities have come under the control of the illusory energy by your will, and therefore, if you like, by your will, they can also be released from the clutches of illusion. I wish that you may deliver them. I wish that you may deliver them. Therefore, if you so desire their deliverance, the only will they be able to understand your message. The words of Srimad Bhagavatam are your incarnation, and if a sober person repeatedly receives them with submissions, with submissive oral reception, then he will be able to understand your message.
Very good, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Very good. So let's go to this is a very, very, very powerful kind of writing from Srila Prabhupada. Devotees, who can read this page?
I can read, Prabhu.
Okay, sure, please.
It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.17 to 21, Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his messages, which are in themselves virtuous,
when properly heard and chanted. By regularly hearing the Bhagavatam and rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed, and loving service unto the glorious Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. At the time loving service is established in the heart, the modes of passion, rajas, and ignorance, tamas, and lust and desire, kama, disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes happy. Thus, established in the mode of goodness, the man rejuvenated by loving service to the Lord gains liberation from material association, mukti, and comes to know scientifically of the personality of Godhead. Thus, the knot in the heart and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruitive action, karma, is terminated when one sees the self as master. If anyone wants to read,
You can complete, Mataji. We don't have much time.
okay,
So
Prabhuji.
maybe one more. There is one more page. Somebody can read the third page.
Okay, Prabhuji. He will become liberated from the influence of the modes of ignorance and passion, and thus all inauspicious things accumulated in the core of the heart will disappear. How will I make them understand the message of Krishna consciousness? I am very unfortunate, unqualified, and the most fallen. Therefore, I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them, for I am powerless to do so on my own. Somehow or other, O Lord, you have brought me here to speak about you. Now, my Lord, it is up to you to make me a success or failure as you like. O spiritual master of all the worlds, I can simply repeat your message. So if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable for their understanding. Only by your causeless mercy will my words become pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates their hearts, they will certainly feel engladdened and thus become liberated from all unhappy conditions of life.
Hare Krishna. Very nice reading, Mataji. Devotees, each of these sentences are all conviction from Srila Prabhupada. And it can be a very powerful instruction for us. When we talk to others, remember all these things. Can I take Krishna's approval? We may be in the mode of passion or mode of ignorance. We may be very angry on a certain situation or a certain person. But don't show your anger immediately. Go to Krishna, sit in front of him for a few moments and seek his approval. How shall I deal with this, Krishna? Srila Prabhupada has gone through this, and he was not thinking about his personal happiness. He was always happy. He was doing very well in Vrindavan. At the age of 70, after having several health issues, 2 heart attacks in the ship, he did not come here and give us, but he wanted everybody to be happy. So always, any issues you have in life, any struggle you may be going through, whether it is job or relationship or friends, or even among the devotees, one devotee is causing some stress to another devotee, go and talk to Krishna. Don't think Krishna will not listen to you, but it should be for a higher purpose. Not Krishna, can I get another house? And I want to pay off this mortgage. I want to get another car also. I've been thinking about it a long time. Those are all material. Krishna will give you. Material thing you will get based on your karma. You do good karma, you will get it. You have worked hard, you will get the result. If you did not get it, some past karma is obstructing that. You cannot do anything. Whatever you try, it will not work. The same formula somebody puts, it becomes a multi-billion-dollar company. Another guy sweats it out, nothing happens. Complete failure. Why? Because of karma. We have to take Krishna's arrangement as ultimate. Okay, last page, devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Oh Lord,
Okay.
I'm just like a puppet in your hands. So if you have brought me here to dance, then make me dance. Make me dance. Oh Lord, make me dance as you like. I have no devotion, nor do I have any knowledge, but I have strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. I have been designated as Bhakti Vedanta, and now, if you like, you can fulfill the real purport of Bhakti Vedanta. Signed, the most unfortunate, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, very, very, very powerful devotees. Very important. See, this is Srila Prabhupada writing about this. He's saying he's not qualified. Srila Prabhupada is qualified in every aspect. We may say that. But his mood is of surrendering. But the issue with us is that we don't want to surrender. That's in our nature because our soul is Satchitananda. It's always blissful. So it is not recognizing the proper, but the ultimate, the purpose, the real purpose of the Jivatma is subordinate. It wants to surrender it to Krishna. But in the material world, we don't know how to surrender. So we surrender to everybody, our office co-workers, neighbor, my friend's friend, my cousin's cousin. He may think something bad about me. Let me surrender to him. Let me glorify him so that I will have good relationship with him. No, if you want to really surrender devotees, surrender to Krishna. That means Krishna will take care of it, everything. And when you do that, you will become very humble. You will not get into unwanted confrontation, unwanted arguments. That is what is happening in this modern life right now. Unwanted. Most of the things, the disagreements you will see, it has got no relevance at all, no significance at all. Small, small things. Why? Ego comes into picture. I was not given proper acknowledgement. Why? You give all the acknowledgement to Krishna. If Krishna has not been offered bhoga on the proper time, you get agitated. Then you ask, Prabhu, why are you not offering? Or bhoga time was 7:30. Now the time is 8. We are half an hour late. That you ask. That's a good question. And see how you can be helpful. How can you render devotional service to make everything happen timely? We got so many upcoming festivals. We need all your help, devotees. Take part. See how we can do everything timely. Krishna is waiting for us for the devotional service. So when we do it, we have to do it with utmost sincerity, pure love, and timely. Srila Prabhupada used to always emphasize, don't take Krishna as a just mere formality. He's a person, he's a personality, he's waiting for you. If you say, I'm going to do Aarti at 7:30, you have to do Aarti at 7:30. Because more than you, Krishna is ready for that. So devotees, even we are trying to, even in our Bhakti Viksha, we are trying to implement as much as timely possible. Why? We have to take this serious. Of course, there are always exceptions. Something emergency came. Krishna understands that. But as a routine, change all your attitude. Krishna is waiting for me. Bhakti Viksha starts at 4:30. I'm going to be there at 4:30. Whether somebody shows up or not, that's not our problem. My job as Jivatma, my individual Jiva, I cannot control other Jivatma. My job is to serve Krishna timely, proper. So let us all try, devotees, little, step by step, baby steps. Remove iPhone, first thing. Whenever Krishna is there, remove the iPhone. And keep sometime iPhone because that has become part of our body nowadays. We cannot live without iPhone. Let us not be under illusion that I'm going to live without iPhone. It is not possible anymore. We have made it like that. 30, 40, 50 years ago, there was no phone at all. How people lived. But they had good relationship. They had good harmony. Suddenly a family would come. They will visit. They will stay for 2-3 days. And everybody would be happy. But now you text them. The biggest stress is that when you don't get a response back. What's going on? I texted this guy and no response at all. Is he ignoring me? So all the mode of passion and ignorance all takes place. It's a never-ending, it's a vicious cycle. Let's get out of that, devotees. Krishna has given a wonderful message. Let's follow it up. Any final thoughts, devotees?
Yeah, I just want to say that the phone is no longer a phone. Like the olden days, we when we had the other phone, we used to talk. But now we don't have to talk. There's so much functionality in the phone that it drags us in. We are so addicted to it. And there are multiple things that we can do with it. I don't have to name all that, but you know what I'm talking about. So, trying to get away from the phone or keep it quiet at least while you're trying to do your chanting and any other bhakti, you just have to put it in a silent mode or ignore it completely. That's my thought. Thank you, Raj.
Very good. Very rightly said, Prabhu. Devotees, when your mind is distracted here and there, put some Krishna Kirtan, Vaishnava Bhajan, put Srila Prabhupada's lecture. There is a complete several hours of Srila Prabhupada's lecture. Believe me, initially your mind may not go there, but after 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, you will be so absorbed with Srila Prabhupada's message. Why? He's talking about Krishna. Krishna will absorb he is Rishikesha. He will enter our mind. He will make everything
So,
perfect.
what are you saying, Prabhuji? Can you repeat one more time? I want to listen, focus on this.
You can use the iPhone if you want to use, if you are very distracted.
I don't want to get away. I want to get away from the distraction, Prabhuji. So, what are you saying? What we have to keep? You're telling?
You
Prabhuji?
can put Srila Prabhupada's lectures.
Okay, Sri Prabhupada. Okay.
Several hours of Srila Prabhupada's lectures are available in the iPhone itself. There are so many apps. There are so many online, links. You can keep on listening Srila Prabhupada's lectures. He has given thousands. There are like 4,000 lectures maybe. Or listen to
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
can you share one of the link to me, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
please? Please,
Yes.
Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
And then listen to Kirtans. Vaishnava
okay.
Kirtan, Vaishnava Bhajans, all the Acharyas have written. Narottama Das Thakura, Bhaktivinoda Thakura. They have, Bhaktivinoda Thakura was a complete grahastha, 11 kids, married person. How he was becoming so significant in spirituality, in Krishna consciousness. He is one of our strongest Acharyas in the Parampara. How? With 11 kids, he was a magistrate, full-time job. How? How is it possible? Only Krishna empowers. So we have to see Krishna self. So devotees, the time is almost 9:03. We shall conclude here unless somebody wants to have a final word.
Prabhuji, in the discussion of how to keep the phone away, but again in another way you are suggesting use the phone for playing the kirtanas. That is the place where you are not able to move the device away from you. So what I think is, sometimes, going a step back would be more beneficial. In old days you have a DVD player or a tape recorder, right? I mean, you not necessarily you have to listen to the very latest speeches or very things, right? You can also play a bhajan in the DVD player, right? I mean, this is just when you have a phone with you, your all thoughts are always with you. What you watched yesterday, what's happening around the world, along with Krishna. You right?
No. What I meant is that I'm saying that the material gadgets can be also used for Krishna's service. It's not that you have to use it, but right now your car you can also use it for Krishna's service. The car audio, you can listen to kirtans and bhajans and lectures instead of listening to something else. You're going on some long drive, 6 to 8 hours drive from one city to another city. So that time you can use that. It's not that material innovations, everything you can use it for Krishna Prabhu. Mm-hmm. It is only how you use it. The knife can be used to cut vegetables or to create some injury and harmful things to others. So we have to develop that. I'm not saying you have to keep the iPhone with you. I'm not saying that. But you can also use it for Krishna consciousness.
Yeah, for good things, Prabhuji, for devotional services. Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji.
Definitely. Our Maharajs all use laptop. They all use iPhone, but not for mundane things. They use it strictly for Krishna.
Right.
Okay. Right, good, very good. Devotees, we shall continue on Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful Krishna consciousness weekend. This weekend is very special. It's the, a very, very significant day for Lord Shiva on Sunday. Lord Shiva.
Yeah, happy Shiva. Yeah, I'm fasting, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. On Sundays, Nathan Mandir devotees asked us to do book distribution, Prabhuji.
Where, Prabhu?
Sanatan Mandir.
Oh, very good, Prabhu. Very good. I'll see. What time, Prabhu?
Evening, Prabhuji, we can go anytime, like 4:30, like that. We'll go, Prabhuji.
Okay, that's
I'll
a very
post,
nice.
Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhu. Good. Yeah. Shiva is, we have to also worship Shiva. Why? Because he will sanction us the proper mood to worship Krishna. We'll talk about that maybe on Monday.
So, Prabhuji, is the Shivalayam temple also is there in Sanatan temple? Shiva, Lord Shiva also is there, Prabhuji?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Then we
Mataji,
can. Yeah, thank you so much, Subal Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sridham Prabhuji.
Okay, we shall conclude here, devotees. Have a wonderful Krishna consciousness weekend. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. ISKCON Tampa Sankirtana ki jai. ISKCON Tampa Bhagavad Gita studies ki jai. All girls should assemble devotees. Hari Bol.
ISKCON devotees ki, ISKCON Tampa devotees ki jai. Sridham Prabhuji ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare